What's up? It's your boy Mellow One, White Label Radio. We with the legend DJ Premier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I appreciate you sitting down with us.
Good.
Classic hip hop. Our show's classic hip hop from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. So we try to, educate the new cats about the stories. And I'm not an industry guy, so I tell it from the perspective of the cat that was in the front row of a Wu-Tang concert for the first time or whatever. And I'm a diehard hip hop fan.
There we go.
So
we're in the same family.
Exactly. So we do past, present, and future. So what we do right now is Gangstar. You see my shirt? You see this?
Oh yeah,
listen to
I
Gangstar.
saw that online. Hey, y'all gotta give us our cut on that, man. We'll rock with you, but you gotta give us a little of that.
Hey, you hear that?
We'll give you a little taste.
Okay.
Come through me.
Yeah, right. Come to the band or whatever. We'll definitely set that up. So.
Nice shirt though.
So Gangstar, like you originally from Texas, right?
Yes.
And then you moved to New York.
So to New York, yes.
How did you hook up with Guru?
I met Guru through a mutual friend of mine that I used to work at a record store with, who actually got me the job. It was Carlos Garza. Big up to him always, and we're still boys. We run together. He was a Billboard reporter when they just started to have hip hop, a rap list of top 10, albums on Billboard.
Yeah.
So we had a rap chart that just came in around 1986, maybe, around that time, 87. So I worked at the store being the 12-inch buyer for all the 12-inch that were then. So like I remember when Millie came out with Girl, You Know It's True.
You bought that?
I'm the 12-inch buyer for the store.
Okay.
So I might say, hey, give me 100 of those. And they'll go, you sure? And I'll be like, yeah. They're gonna pop off. This record's gonna be big.
So how many Millie?
A lot of Millie. Yeah, a lot of Millie.
How many did you sell?
A lot of Tone Boats. A lot of MC Shannon Bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, this is in Houston, Texas.
Oh.
So
crazy.
So through that, Gangstar was already on Wild Bitch Records, and Carlos was reporting to all the independent labels that were reporting their records to get put on the charts for Billboard rap charts. He talked to Stu Fine at Wild Bitch, who was the owner, and he told him about me and said, yo, I got this guy who's dope that went to the record store, he goes to college, he does the illest parties, he's nice on the wheels, he makes no mixtapes. He was like, you gotta hear the demo. He's like, yo, send it to me. He sent it. Demo, Guru was the one that was going through all the demos that came into the office because it was a husband and wife business, but they were a small company. So from there, Guru heard my demo, and he heard Lord Finesse's demo. That's how Lord Finesse also got signed as our label maker. That's how I ended up producing. Lord Finesse was the first artist I ever produced outside of Gangstar.
Oh wow!
So we go way back.
Man, didn't know that.
Guru heard my demo, liked it. But I was in a group called MCs in Control, and then we changed it to the ICP, which was Inner Circle Posse, but there was a reggae group with the same name. I was still in college at the time, but I was going back and forth to New York to see my grandfather, and then a friend of mine who went to college with us the following year let us move in with his family, as long as we had jobs and stuff like that, and came over, and we stayed out of the house during a certain part of the day, we got to move in and stayed in the basement, me, my dancer with Gangstar, everybody, so it was a packed house, and through all of that is how they heard my demo, but they didn't like my MC. So they were like, yo, we want to work with you, we want you to do some stuff with Gangstar, but we don't want the MC that you're with. But I didn't want to abandon my partner because we were on a mission to get our roots off the ground. Things just didn't happen as time passed. We kept doing other versions of our song in the real studio so we could get it better, just to convince them to sign us as a group. Still didn't do it. He, finally just gave up the waiting time, which we put a lot of time in together and went to school together, and from there he went to the military. So once he enlisted for 4 years, I wasn't gonna wait 4 years until he got back. If it was a year, I probably would wait. A year I could stick it out, but 4 years I was like, now I'm home. So from there, I let them know that was my situation. They knew both situations anyway, but once he went to the military, they were like, we still want you to still join the group. So I said, all right. But I didn't officially sign with the group until we did our first single, because Gangstar already existed before.
So what was the very first single?
The very first single that we did was Words I Manifest.
Nice. Yeah. And that was the first one I seen on Young T Raps and all the rest of it.
Yeah, and me too. Yeah. But that's how it all came together. When we met, I went to a Cool G Rap concert, and I met him there. was at a place called The World. And I met him there.
In New York?
Yeah, I was in New York at the time for the summer, and we kicked it and met. And so we already started vibing, calling each other on the phone, and I started sending him tracks. And Manifest was one of the tracks I played, like 5 or 6 tracks I sent him. So he wrote a rhyme to that and wrote verses to it, did it over the phone. And I said, when we get back, we'll record it. So we recorded it, ready to take off. All the big show DJs were playing it. So for us to hear Marley Marl, Red Alert, Chill Out, and all them playing it, and Awesome too, that's a big deal in New York, especially me being up and coming from Texas. So right then I was like, okay.
That shows you arrive once they get
and then seeing EPMD at a club, or seeing Rakim or KRS One, they're like, yo, gangsta, yo, I like your music. You're like,
me?
yeah, that's all you wanted.
Yeah.
You know, if you got that, then you knew the rest would fall through, and it did. It did exactly the way we visioned it from that point. And every record I sold the next, it got better and better and better. And then we were able to open up the Gang Starr Foundation and team, Group Home, Jerry Root Damage, and Big Sugar got to expand, and they all have careers and are still working and doing their thing.